like we were just a bride and groom who like ate each other's wedding cake.
Would you guys do that at your wedding though, like the cake thing? Because I'd be too afraid that the guy would shove the cake in my face.
I would do it because I'm going to marry someone who I trust wouldn't do that.
I was just gonna say my husband wouldn't.
My husband wouldn't do that
enough to not shove it in my face.
I would like to think he ever so delicately placed it in my mouth.
Like I know my dad would do that.
When you do like the 1 year like wedding cake thing, then he can shove it in my face.
Shove it in my face. Hey, shove whatever you want in
my face.
Yeah.
5 nights a week.
I was just gonna say like shove whatever you want.
They close for business on the weekend.
Just not on the wedding days. Like
no,
that's
I want
it.
to do a champagne tower instead of cake because I'm not like a huge cake person, and also
I am, and I'm gonna be at your wedding.
No,
so.
like I will get a cake.
Nikki
so people
just
will still have cake.
The whole event is Nikki eating the cake with a spotlight on her.
But it literally.
What do you think my cousin's wedding was?
Cakes are so expensive.
They're so expensive.
I'd rather just do like a big sheet cake, and everyone just like I don't really need it in like.
Would you guys do the garter thing?
No,
I don't.
You don't know what that is?
Like the guy goes under the bride's dress and like.
Oh, my dad did that, and there's like a very like visceral picture of it.
Don't you have to do it with your teeth?
Yeah.
Teeth?
You do it with your teeth. You put your whole head.
And like my cousin did, like she threw the bouquet, and I was like, this is so dumb.
I have a fun fact to share about the cake. So, I found out like a very Pennsylvania/Ohio thing, like Western Pennsylvania, Ohio thing, that like during some era when brides like didn't have enough money for a cake, they would have a cookie table, and like that's how the cookie table originated. And like when you're at like normal events and stuff, and there's like a cookie table, it started because
it goes back to that
because of weddings and brides not being able to have a cake, so people would just bring like trays of cookies and create the cookie table. And it's crazy because I grew up with a lot of those, being a Pennsylvania gal. So
I wonder who created Venetian Hour. My parents love it. They will judge a wedding based on the Venetian Hour. It's,
what is it?
It's like the cocktail portion
hour.
Oh, like the
before
reception?
before like the sit down meal.
I love that name.
Venetian Hour.
Ooh.
And to this day, I was not at my parents' wedding, but I've watched that video enough to have been there. And to this day, you've seen the video. And to this day, like people will go up to my parents at other people's weddings and go, "It does not beat your Venetian Hour."
I've never
I
read
will
about
never
my
forget
Venetian Hour.
People also say that about my Sweet 16. People come up to me and go, "The food, the music." My DJ scrapped the set list I gave him and went, "Too dark." And he played his own shit. And at the end, when I was about to complain to all my friends, they went, "Best music ever." I was like, okay.
People talk about my christening like that, but
Christening?
like I was a baby, so I can't speak on that.
What was
my God.
what made your christening
what made
the
it
best?
so gorgeous? Was it the Venetian Hour?
So delicious.
Well,
The
like,
Venetian
they hired
Hour.
a DJ
The
for my
Venetian Hour at the christening.
And my dad said that by the end of the night,
They hired
the
a
DJ
DJ?
was packing up to leave,
At a
and they
christening?
had to pay the DJ until 4 a.m. They were just paying him cash just to stay and keep the tunes rolling.
Oh my
So everyone
God.
could keep having fun. I was apparently long gone by
4
then.
a.m.
You're
I was long gone by then. I
how
was
old
asleep.
are you? Were you won by your christening,
No.
or like you
I was
literally
probably, like, 6
you pulled an
months old.
like you partied all night before your first birthday?
It's insane. They really just wanted to have a party, I think.
Probably that my christening was just a ploy to have a party.
We should throw a pod party and have a Venetian Hour.
Oh, mashed potato bar is my favorite.
Ice luge.
Oh, I had one of those at my prom.
Wait, did your brother have a lit christening?
Not as much as mine. His was at a venue. Ours, my dad put up a whole tent in the backyard.
It's
and had,
easy
like, a
for
whole
things to
setup.
go long when
So
you're not
that's why
paying a
mine had gone
venue.
until 4 a.m. But
Due
Jack's
to him
was
working at the tent company?
Due to him working at the tent company. But Jack was born in January, so then his christening was in like the dead of winter.
Boo. Weak.
Actually, I guess my christening was probably in the dead of winter.
Oh,
I was,
yeah.
Like 6 months old, and I was
He
born
had
in
a
September.
stunning birthday.
Maybe you guys had like a heater? Outdoor heater?
Maybe.
Probably. So I don't know why his was at a place. Maybe we just had more money at the time he was born, and it was just at a venue. But his did not go until 4 a.m. His christening didn't hold a candle to mine.
It's also less work if you have the money to pay other people to like cook and stuff.
Probably
But
at that
it-
point,
but it
'cause
wasn't
they
as
also
lit.
already had like a toddler by that point, so I'm sure like the house was.
It
probably
didn't
a mess.
compare to the Venetian Hour at your christening.
Venetian Hour.
This is gonna be my new bit.
Stop talking. Like that's wait. What's that like a new like word like
Stimming,
like no like
This
Your vernacular?
hyperfixation.
no I don't.
this
it
isn't
doesn't matter.
politically correct. Your tick.
What?
Your tick? Your new tick?
No. There's like another word that I'm thinking of, but it's like that's what I'm gonna grasp onto for the next couple weeks. The Venetian Hour.
The Venetian Hour.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go
calling my lunch break my Venetian Hour.
When I have to take my Venetian
When
Hour.
I go home this week, I'm gonna ask my mom if I can watch her wedding video again.
Just to see the Venetian Hour.
People walk up to my parents at other people's wedding. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I knew how to do it.
How many?
Can we get some
tips? It was 34 years ago.
I hope people remember my bar mitzvah like that, for sure.
The first of us to get married, we need to go hard on the Venetian Hour.
An outfit change for the Venetian Hour.
Oh my God, you have 222 unread emails. 222. Someone. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Does it
mean? It means boyfriend.
It
means boyfriend.
Oh, what does it mean?
It means boyfriend.
Oh my God, what a
crazy. I was asking
sign.
for a sign earlier today.
I was
Wow.
asking
Oh
for
my
a
God.
sign the other day too.
Well, this is my sign.
I know, but no.
None of us can share signs.
No, me and Joe were talking about signs.
This is my
like
sign.
the day I asked for a sign, and then I got that tarot card, and it was like, you're meant to move on.
Yeah,
And I've always said that.
I've always said that. Anyway, 222.
So, we've got an episode that I'm so excited about.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get into the first of our Panty Dropper Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
We have our first nominee. And do we want to just like jump right into it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to the And I've Always Said That podcast.
Oh,
We're so
for
happy
sure.
you're here. We're so happy to have you.
For sure.
Get into it.
For sure.
For sure. That was a long cold open.
Panty
About Venetian
dropper.
Hour.
The Venetian Hour cold open.
We had, oh my God, we had a Venetian Hour to this podcast
That
episode.
was the Venetian Hour.
That was a Venetian Hour.
Where was the mashed potato bar?
We'll add that in post.
Yeah, okay, so our first Panty Dropper Hall of Fame inductee is Zac Efron.
Daddy.
I can't believe I didn't say that. And that was Taylor.
Yeah, for sure.
Was he all of our first celebrity crush? He was my first celebrity crush that was like within like around my generation's age.
Yeah, like he's the first where it was like he was a physical person. Like I was young enough to be like, but old enough to be like, oh, that's a crush. Something's happening.
Yeah, not just a character in a movie, but like him as a person.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a Troy Bolton diary that I kept for many years. Many years.
I had a High School Musical themed room.
You win.
That's crazy.
You win. You win.
Every single party after every movie, my birthday would come around. I'd have a High School Musical that themed birthday. I had every poster hung up in my wall on my walls. I'd kiss it every night.
Yes.
Mwah.
Like, the thing for me is that I don't even know what the first Zac Efron movie I would have seen was, if I've seen any.
You've never seen High School Musical?
No.
Damn.
Like, I haven't seen any of his older movies. I haven't seen 17 again. I haven't seen, like,
It's so good.
like, what else was he in, like, back in the day?
Hairspray. You've seen Hairspray?
Yeah, I've seen Hairspray, but I didn't see it when it first came out in
No,
2007.
no.
I literally watched every single movie that he's ever been in.
So, like, I don't know where. I think I probably just more had a crush on, like, Zac Efron as a person because I didn't have, like, a fictional character.
What about that Sweet Life of Zac and Cody episode he was in?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
But it's funny because now we're going so full circle where all that's on my brain is Link Larkin.
Uh-huh.
And I was the one who brought him up this week to be inducted because I accidentally fell into a Hairspray era, and I will speak on behalf of probably like 95% of theater kids. Hairspray is usually not someone's favorite musical, but it's like when you're in their trenches, like you're in it, like it's consuming, and like, you know, or if you were in a production of it, like it's amazing, but like very rarely do people say Hairspray is their favorite musical.
Without Love Changed Lives.
Yes.
What is your favorite musical?
Well, it changes. It also depends because I have like attachments to the musicals that I was in when I was in high school because those were like the best times of my life.
You peaked in high school theater.
Duh. Obviously. But then also like I have a passion for movie musicals, like Dear Evan Hansen. I loved the show when I saw it on Broadway, but the movie, incredible. So good. Same thing with In the Heights. Movie, so good. Probably just because I like the actors and actresses in the movies. Love Hamilton, In the Heights, Dear Evan Hansen. Those are like top 3 that like come to mind. Also Wicked, obviously.
What are your favorite
Pretty
musicals?
easy.
I think my favorite musical I've ever seen is probably Waitress the musical.
Oh,
yeah,
that was
I
a
did
good
see
one.
that one. I
Waitress.
like that one.
But SpongeBob the musical also
Was
awesome.
so good.
So good.
And I saw it with Eason's later.
Yeah,
I
same.
literally like loved it.
I was gonna say the first thing I thought of was Frozen on Broadway.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
Okay.
take. That's a take.
Beetlejuice was also
I
forgot
loved
about
Beetlejuice.
I didn't
It was
see
really
Beetlejuice
good.
on
I
Broadway.
loved that
You
one.
would have loved it.
I'm sure I would
Yeah.
have loved it. My favorite's Les Mis.
Neither have
So
I.
good.
I haven't even
Oh
seen
my-
the movie.
You've never seen?
I've
Me
also
either.
never seen the movie.
It's really depressing,
Yeah.
I've
but
heard.
it's so good. Oh my god! I literally my 14th birthday, I got like 30 girls to come over my house, and we watched it on a loop and cried the whole night.
Sounds
Hell
like
yeah.
a real banger.
Yeah.
Very
Sounds like
different
a-
to my
was
High
there
School
Venetian
Musical
Hour?
themed birthday.
Yeah, there's a Venetian hour at
Venetian
on my
Hour.
birthday. My mom's running that party. There's a Venetian hour.
But anyways, as much as I could talk about musical theater forever, but
We should do a musical theater episode.
Oh god.
Yes.
We come dressed as our favorite characters.
oh, and I will be in my poodle skirt from my 2016 production of
Me
Grease.
painting myself green to be Elphaba.
Yeah.
Taking it a step too far.
Yes.
I'll come
Um,
to SpongeBob.
And I was just listening to like a random playlist, and You Can't Stop the Beat shuffled, and I was like literally a switch flipped in my head. I was like, uh-oh.
You didn't even have a shot.
I
You
stood
didn't have a
no
shot.
chance. I had no chance.
None of you said Hamilton, by the way.
I
Nikki did.
Like
Oh,
3
did you?
times.
I thought you didn't say Hamilton.
I said Dear Evan Hansen, Hamilton, and In the Heights.
I have selective hearing.
I just love
I just-
Lin-Manuel
I
Miranda.
just-
I just
I
love
just
Lin-Manuel
love
Miranda.
Hamilton.
See, I say Hamilton because I've never seen Hamilton on Broadway. I've only
Oh,
seen
okay.
the computer version.
Oh, I
The
didn't know
movie.
that.
The
Yeah.
movie, yeah.
I've
Not the
seen
computer version.
part of the movie.
But every other musical that I said is ones that I've seen.
On
The
Broadway.
stage
On
production
Broadway.
on Broadway.
On Broadway,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know you didn't see it in person.
Ooh, you know what was also really good? And this is like one of the gayest things I've ever said. The Cher musical was
You are a gay
incredible.
man.
Honestly,
It
I
was
saw the
so
School
good.
of Rock. Amazing.
I've heard School of Rock is
The Donner
amazing.
Summer musical was also.
yeah.
I saw that
very
one
good.
too.
Or I
Amazing.
saw the Carole King musical. That was really good. Someone
haven't
died
seen that
in
one.
the audience when I saw that one.
What?
Yeah, they had a heart attack and
Oh
died.
my god, were they like,
And then they
is
go-
there a
Taylor
doc?
does not know if they died.
No, they
I-
were-
No, you are unaware if they died due to the fact that you don't personally know the person. Taylor's lying to you.
They were out. They CPR and then
Wait, did
they
they
got rolled
announce
away.
like, is there a doctor in the crowd?
my mom screamed that.
You were so close to the scene of the crime.
It was
Oh my
next
God.
to me.
Okay, so
Taylor's probably eating it
did they?
up.
Did
my
she?
God.
Did the person leave in a body bag?
No, they left on a stretcher, but they were like working on him. But yeah, my mom went.
Taylor was
And
like,
which musical is this?
The Carole King musical.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Crazy
can you
musical to get a
imagine
heart
like
attack.
dying at the Cher musical?
And my
What a
mom
way
was
to
like,
go
"Is there a
out."
doctor?" And then the people were like, "Ma'am, you need to calm down." And she went, "This man is slumped in his seat."
Oh my god,
Wow.
that's
yeah.
crazy.
And then the show went on like nothing happened.
You hear the song, I feel the earth
move.
and he said,
He said, "I don't feel the earth move right
I
now."
know
the
we have
spirits
the earth
take
move right
me.
now.
Yeah.
He said,
I
"Let
like
the
how
spirit
this
take
was
me."
not on the docket at all, but
Okay.
I love where this is
This
going.
is such an organic conversation.
could
We start
literally
talking about
talk
musical theater.
About
Broadway.
Broadway. I could talk about Broadway literally for a whole season of this podcast.
Oh my god, but I do want to go see Wicked. I'm just saying that out loud. 'cause
I've
I
never
haven't-
seen
I
Wicked.
haven't
What?
seen it since I was
I've
in
never
sixth
seen
grade,
Wicked.
and I would love to go see it again.
Never
I've seen it on Broadway twice.
I've seen it 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
I saw it once in the
Wow.
6th grade, and I'd love to see it again.
I would love to see it again.
Yeah.
Love
I'll
it.
go. It's my first time.
Yeah.
I'd
Never
love
seen
to go
Wicked.
with
Your
you
Wicked
for your
You would
first
really
time.
I
like
don't
it.
know what Wicked is about.
Oh my god, you'd love it.
I
It's-
would.
It's just like
We have to go before the
I
movie.
saw the incredibly political trailer for the movie, and that was it.
it's just like the characters of Wizard of Oz, but like not the plot. Like I don't.
You
the
get
untold
I don't-
story
well,
of
that-
the
well,
Wizards
that's-
of Oz.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the tagline. For
So
the
it's like
play.
you have like the green, the
Elphaba.
Elphaba, and you have the wizard, and you have the lion, and the Tin Man, and blah blah blah, blah.
And Glinda.
And Glinda, and you
You're
know.
basically getting lower for the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It's like the
okay.
same
like
characters,
how
but just,
everyone
like, different
came
plot.
to be.
Yes.
Okay.
The origin
All right,
story.
I'm down for that. I'm
And
down
then
to
it
clown.
also takes place a little after the movie The Wizard of Oz. So you get a little extra,
Yes.
a little more like
A
what
little
happened after
BTS.
the credits rolled in The Wizard of Oz, you know?
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. It's good.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I feel like that was everyone's like first into Broadway.
Or The Lion King.
I haven't seen The Lion King. I haven't seen Beauty and the Beast.
I haven't seen The Lion King.
I don't know what my first Broadway show was.
I think mine
was
was
in
The Lion
college.
King.
Really?
No one ever took me to do anything.
Mine was in the 3rd grade, and I saw Beauty and the Beast. So, but like my first like adult play was Wicked.
Wicked. My first play was Madame Butterfly.
What the hell is
It
that?
included
What
full
the hell
frontal
is this?
nudity. And FIT took me to see it. The honors program.
Sounds like my afternoon.
Oh, there was a play, not even a musical?
It was a play. Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
don't think I've ever seen a play.
It was great.
I've seen 2 plays. I saw Seawall of Life starring
Oh,
Jake
yes,
Gyllenhaal
yes.
and Unidentified Other Man.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went and saw this past December with my grandma, I Need That, starring Danny DeVito.
Was
Oh my god, did I never tell you that? I'm not thinking about it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm sweating again. I can't believe I didn't tell you that. It was a little boring, but it was fine.
I'm speechless.
Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to tell you that.
I saw one of the women from Game of Thrones. While she's
we can't
processing,
move.
I saw My Fair Lady when Diana. Oh my god, what was her name?
Agron?
No. Oh, sorry, no. She was Lady Olenna. Look her up.
Was Anastasia a play?
That was a musical. We
That
saw
was
that.
a musical.
I was thinking also Hello Dolly, but that was literally only a musical.
I loved Hello Dolly.
I hated Hello Dolly.
Oh, I
No,
loved
we
it.
liked it by the end.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that lady.
She was in it.
She was naked?
No. That was Madame
Oh my
Butterfly. This was
God.
My Fair Lady.
Mm.
She was not the main character.
Understood.
But I saw her, and it literally a year later she died.
Oh my god, she's dead?
R.I.P.
No!
She died.
What else is she in?
This is George Michael all over again.
What
Second
else
week
is
in a
she
row.
in?
2020. She died 2020.
Oh my god, guys.
Of COVID?
I think she was just old.
She looks like the
Breaking-
type to
look at
go
her.
by COVID.
What else is she in?
Oh my god, guys. Breaking news. Diana Rigg is dead.
Cancer.
Aw. Okay, can we bring it back to Link Larkin?
Yeah. Let's
Bringing
circle
it
back to
back-
Zac Efron.
so-
Let's circle back to Zac
Circling
Efron.
back to
Distracted.
Zac Efron.
Wait,
and
we should look
Link
up his
Larkin.
filmography.
Oh, and yes, we should.
We should.
Mm-hmm.
So, would love to see him in a Broadway musical.
Broadway.
But yeah, so I didn't stand a chance after I heard You Can't Stop the Beat for the first time in a couple years, and immediately fell down a Hairspray rabbit hole, watched the movie later that night, and had the thought, and I put this in our, oh my god, he was in the Lorax? Is that why he was at the premiere and dropped
And
the
the
condom on the
condom
red
fell out of
carpet?
his pocket.
I've never seen the Lorax.
Oh my god.
I've
Great
also
movie.
I
I
saw
don't know if I've
both
seen
High
the
School
Lorax.
Musicals. I saw one
There's
and two.
3.
I didn't. I'm getting to
Oh,
that.
sorry.
I didn't see High School Musical 3. So if we want to watch that one day,
Nikki's gonna
I'd be down.
up High School Musical 3.
You're never gonna be the same after
Iron
High
Claw-
School Musical.
I haven't seen the Iron
Iron
Claw.
Claw was
haven't
one of
seen
the
Iron
best
Claw.
movies I've ever seen in my entire life.
Are
It
you
was
the
so
Greatest
good.
Showman, Nikki?
Has she seen it?
This is the making sure.
Oh, I
17
love
again?
17 again. I love that movie. Neighbors. That was
oh,
funny.
The lucky one?
Didn't see that.
Is that the one where his brother dies?
No, that's Charlie St. Cloud. The
We
lucky
should
one
go-
is where he's an army guy, and then
Where he's in army?
Like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen any
Dirty
of these.
Grandpa was really funny.
Oh,
we
I've
should go
seen
see
Mike
Ricky
and Dave.
Stinky.
I
That
think
one
it's
was
Ricky
funny.
on
Nikki
Amazon.
come.
It's coming out
It's
soon.
coming
I
out.
never saw Mike and
Hairspray.
Dave.
Oh my god, Mike and Dave.
Mike
need
and Dave
wedding
was
dates
funny.
was funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
the Beach Bum was funny too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen the Beach Bum.
The Derby Stallion.
Taylor has
Scoob-
very-
oh my god, he was in a
connection.
Scooby Doo movie.
What is Zac Efron's pool party? I'm keeping that
I
for
think
later.
that was a documentary.
Why
One
was
Direction?
The only way is up. The unofficial One Direction
Oh, he
documentary.
was he was on the red carpet
Oh,
in it.
That's crazy.
so they gave him an IMDb film credit.
Yeah.
I forgot he was in The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, like he was the main guy.
He was The Greatest Showman. Oh my god.
Oh my god, he also had that series on Netflix, Down to Earth, with Zac
Oh.
Efron.
I
loved
loved
that.
I didn't see that with his brother.
No.
Was it? No, it wasn't his
just
brother. It
him
was someone else.
alone.
And he had this
Oh.
thing where the other
Like,
guy,
don't try new things, right?
whenever they were on new ground, they would take off their shoes and connect with the earth. And me and Sophie did that at the Coliseum.
What if we rewrite the stars? Uh-oh.
He said Zendaya was the best on-screen kiss he's ever had.
I believe
Better
that.
than Nikki Blonsky?
Damn. No one tell Nikki Blonsky.
She doesn't kiss and tell.
No.
But yeah, so I decided that after my hairspray rabbit hole that we've talked on this podcast before about, you know, men who do things for the bride at their wedding, whether it's a performance or a song or whatever. If my husband does not serenade me with this song, throw the entire wedding away. I don't
Husband,
care
take
to
some
marry
notes.
you anymore.
What
I
song?
don't. It takes two. Oh, I didn't say
You
that.
didn't say it. You didn't say
It
it.
takes two. Well, that's
Take
that's
some
really
notes.
the only thing that matters about the movie. So
I also do love Lady's Choice.
this song, we were robbed
Oh,
because
Lady's
Lady's Choice
Lady's
is
Choice.
amazing, but it's a little creepy. If you listen to the lyrics, it's a little creepy. But It Takes Two, and I'll give you guys a refresher for those of you who haven't seen the movie in a while. It Takes Two is literally, you see like 3 seconds of it when Tracy is watching it on the TV.
Yes.
Like, you don't get to
Yes.
see him perform. And we were robbed.
I agree.
Because it's the song of the soundtrack. And, you know, maybe it's for the better because I would not be so strong. And to watch him perform that. But all I'm saying is that, like, if my husband doesn't put his heart and pussy into performing that song for me,
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't put his bussy into it,
His heart and bussy.
smells like bussy in here.
his heart and pussy, throw the entire wedding away because you clearly don't give a fuck about me.
Yeah, but
So
do you think...
Divorce papers
Yeah.
served the next morning.
Because I loved Lady's Choice. Like, his
I
little,
love Lady's
like,
Choice.
it's
he
creepy
performed-
though. Like, the lyrics are creepy. Like, I
Well,
love it, but like it's hard to
lyrics
listen to.
aside, his
For me,
little
it's a-
dancey dance, like
Yeah.
his little wink, his like...
It's
But
giving
imagine
hand
you doing all
jive.
that during It Takes Two.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
You're so right.
Like a little hip thrust in the mic stand.
like,
Babe, I'm pregnant.
like
Yeah.
I'm your, like,
I'm
you're my
pregnant.
girl and
Yeah,
I'm your
I'm
boy. You're my
I was
pride and
7,
I'm your
I'm
joy.
Like,
You're the sea and I'm the tide, and I'll be the groom if you be the bride.
Haven't even had a period yet, but babe, I'm
Yeah.
pregnant.
Babe, I'm
Me
pregnant.
when I saw that Peter Pan at 4 years old.
We gotta watch
Like,
that movie.
the
I
chokehold
was
that Zac
pregnant.
Efron had on me from my entire life.
Yeah.
Now I'm not so much into him anymore. Like, current Zac Efron, like, I look back and I'm like, oh,
Is it the jawline or is it just him being older?
I don't know. Just something about him looks off. But
Fair.
I still will always love him and cherish the memories that...
Yes, it's nostalgic,
yeah.
and it's at the end of the day you look at him and you're like, that's Zac Efron.
Like, I watched 17 again recently and I was like,
Yeah, I would like to see it.
I can't believe you've never seen it.
I
you
literally
would really like that
turns out
movie.
I've seen 2 Zac Efron movies, and
Right.
one of them he's a barely supporting character.
We gotta get you in front of a TV.
Yeah.
We need to watch every single Zac... Because there's a movie where him, Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan.
And I will be there.
And it's based in New York.
I'm there.
My awkward moment or something like that.
That awkward
My
moment.
awkward
Yeah.
moment.
Hey, I'm there.
My Akko Taco moment.
I knew you were gonna say that.
And it was a great movie. Great movie.
I don't think I've seen that one.
You see his bare butt.
Why are you
Ooh.
gasping?
I don't know. Because why have I seen it?
Taylor, you've seen like every movie that's ever
Ever
been
existed.
made.
Taylor, you watched the Derby Stallion from Zac Efron. Why wouldn't you have seen the awkward moment?
Oh, the Derby Stallion. Brings back memes.
Anyone else have any Zac Efron thoughts?
I couldn't love him more.
Yeah.
Link Larkin.
Couldn't love him
He-
more.
Mm-hmm.
I liked when he had his gap. I liked it. I find gaps endearing.
I remember I
Mm.
cried between High School Musical 3 and when Hairspray came out. Or he wasn't doing the like High School Musical tour, and it was
Oh.
because he wasn't a singer, or no, not that, he was filming
Hairspray.
Hairspray,
Mm.
and my cousin
He
told me-
wasn't a singer, but he was filming a musical.
no, so the first, because I went to High School
It
Musical
was-
the tour, the first one, and
Yes.
he wasn't on it. Drew Seeley was on it because he
Yes.
didn't sing, and I
Yeah.
remember I was so distraught over that. And then they did High School Musical 3 the tour, like the farewell tour, and he wasn't on it because he was filming Hairspray. And I remember I was really upset, and
Oh,
my
for two.
cousin told me that he was in jail because he did drugs, and
God.
I sobbed. I went, "You take that back." Like,
I thought you said that he was gonna be in jail for being too beautiful.
no, he was. My cousin told me
Taylor
Arrest him because he's so gorgeous.
He's so
My
gorgeous.
cousin
He's
told me
too
that
passionate
he-
about being gorgeous.
Mhm.
was a drug dealer and he did drugs and he was in jail and my mom yelled at him
And Taylor
because
said, "Don't talk about my man like that."
Don't
yeah,
talk about my man
I
like
got
that.
so mad.
Keep
I
my man's
told
name
on him.
out of your mouth.
Yeah.
I told on him. I was like, Alex is telling me that Zac Efron is doing drugs,
Snitch.
and he was talking about my man's, and my mom was like, Alex, stop! Like she doesn't even know what drugs are yet. Like,
Aww.
and
That's
yeah,
really
he got in
sad.
trouble, and I went, huh, fuck you, buddy.
That's what you get when you talk about my mans.
Yeah, and then he got in trouble by my mom.
Yeah.
I was and I started crying. It was a whole mess.
Oh my God, how old were you?
Probably too old.
Like how?
She doesn't know what drugs
She's
yet.
13.
What?
drugs
This
are
was,
yet.
this was during what tour?
I
High
think it
School
was
Musical 3.
no, maybe it was the second to the third.
Well, Hairspray came out in 2007.
Oh, so I was like 8 or 9.
So
No, it was not the first
it was
one.
if it was before Hairspray.
Let's do High School Musical 3.
no, it definitely wasn't High School
wait,
Musical 3.
that was 2008. Was High School Musical 3?
Or maybe it was. When
When was the
Hairspray?
first one? Hairspray was definitely after.
2007.
Okay, so it was
Oh.
in between the second and Hairspray.
Oh, I think that's like an
I was
appropriate age.
also like just crying over Zac Efron a little bit ago, so I think it's fair.
Probably too old.
Probably. You just got like Holy Communion.
A woman is never too old to cry over Zac Efron.
Oh my God, but I remember when I would be watching High School Musical, at that point I didn't really understand how TVs worked, and I thought Zac Efron could see me through the TV, so I would make sure to dress up to watch the movie.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so cute.
Megan.
So Zac Efron could see me.
That's
so
really
So he would see me in my
cute.
best.
Yes.
That's
really cute.
It,
Aw.
I hope there's
he was
pictures of
performing
that
to
somewhere.
you.
He was performing to me, in case he saw me through the screen. Or Corbin Blue, because I went through a little bit of a Corbin Blue phase as well, where I needed the phone book of New Jersey.
Literally me watching Hairspray a couple nights ago. I'm like,
You're dressing up. in case
Wait,
you could see
Link.
me.
You gotta wear our evening gowns.
yes. When he's like, and I'm Link. I was like, Link, stop it.
Yeah. Every single movie that he's ever been. He was in a movie with Emily Ratajkowski.
Mm-hmm.
What movie was that?
We Are Your Friends.
Okay, I
Or
believe
We
you.
Are Friends. Something. He's a DJ.
That's definitely not the name of the movie. Look it up.
We Are Your Friends.
We Are Your Friends.
Okay.
The movie name is We Are
We
Your
Are Your
Friends.
Friends.
Yes. No, but
I'm
in
being
that,
kinda pissed that this is real.
I fell in love. I was like, oh my God, sexy DJ.
Oh my God, it's literally called We Are Your Friends.
Wow.
Taylor, I was wrong.
Taylor, I'm sorry.
Taylor.
I'm sorry, Taylor. I always
none of
Never
us
questioned
believed in
me
you.
about my smut books and about my Zac
No, you
Efron.
literally never know titles of anything. This wasn't that far off for me to go, that's not
No,
the title.
I will give you that. I will.
Taylor
give
never
you
knows titles or song lyrics.
that. Yeah, you are so right on that. I'm not even gonna be. I'm not. Yeah.
You
We
were right
Are
this
Your
time.
Friends. I was like, that's not the name of
We
the
are your friends.
And he's a DJ.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you got it right this time. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
That was my once. Take it away, Taylor. So
Cueing yourself to take it away.
So over the weekend, me and Megan went out. We had a little fun over the weekend. And I was chatting it up with some people. And we were at this bar and I spot a beautiful man. And I went, this is Megan's man to a T. And I took it upon myself. I was a little drunk at this point. And I went, I'm going to be a wing woman. I didn't tell anyone I was doing this.
Yeah, by the way, Taylor never introduced me to this man. Taylor talked to him for about 20 minutes, did not make an introduction for the two of us.
Hell yeah.
And so I go over and I go, hello, sir. And he goes, hello. And then I go, he's British. He's British. Hello.
Hello.
And I go, I just have to say, you're a very attractive man. And I think you would be very good. Like, I think you would like my friend. And and he goes, what? And I go, yeah, my friend thinks you're beautiful. Like, you.
Threw me under the bus?
My
Like,
friend thinks you're beautiful.
I
You
was like-
blew up her spot.
I was like, Megan at this point didn't know he existed.
I didn't even know this man existed.
Oh my god.
I took it upon myself and I went,
and never made an introduction. I cannot stress this enough how I did not speak to this man. Taylor did not introduce us. Taylor's playing wing woman but didn't introduce me to him.
so then we were chatting and I was like, so are you single? What brings you to the city? Like, well, I think he was here for work. I do not remember.
You said he lived here that night.
Yeah, what?
Like lived in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he moved here.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you were making it sound like he was just visiting for work.
Oh, yes, he moved here for work.
Okay.
And so we were chatting and then he was like, so which one of your friends? And I was like, the pretty blonde one. And he was like, oh, she's proper fit. And I was like, because he was telling me how he runs and he's doing like the marathon. I was like, she is a runner. She makes me go on nightly runs. I was like,
She
Made
runs
you go on
all the
one
time.
singular jog, but you didn't even jog on because you didn't wear a bra.
and then I was like, you two would get along. And I was like, and she's gorgeous and you are beautiful. So 2 peas in a pod.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, he kept giving me hugs and like kissing me on the cheek.
At this point, I'm watching this happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, oh my God, she's not interested. Why do they keep hugging?
Because he kept saying, you are such a good friend. You're such a good wing woman.
Also,
Like,
at this point, I'm looking at this man. I'm going, that is a stunning man. And I'm like shooting daggers at Taylor to like introduce me to this stunning man.
Who's that beautiful gentleman?
Never introduced to this stunning man.
Damn.
next to him was not next to him, but like in the background was a girl and she kept staring at me. And so I went, can I introduce you to my friend? I did say that.
You could have just called me over.
And then he went, I have to be honest. It's my friend's birthday and I will be going home with her tonight. And then she came over and she's like, so
Friend.
what's going on? And I'm like, oh my, like, I was just saying, like, he's a beautiful man. Like, I think he's very beautiful. And I think
He's a beautiful man. I think he's very beautiful.
And I think him and my friend would go perfectly together. But he had told me he was single. And she was like, no, like, if you want to go, like, go. Like, but, and I was like,
Sounds like a very complicated friendship.
yeah. And she was also British.
Okay. They
And
came
then-
together.
And then I was like, blah, 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 whatever. We were chatting. And then I was like, oh my God, we are going to watch the soccer game tomorrow at a bar. And he went, what bar? And I went, I could not tell you. I can let you know when I know. And he went, okay, let's follow each other on Instagram. And then you DM me. And I was like, no, you have to DM me because I do not want to DM you because that makes me look desperate. And I'm telling him
It
all
was
this.
for me.
And he was like, you are so right.
She's telling him her strategy.
He was like, I will DM you in the morning to be like, hey, it's Patty.
Patty.
Oh,
Yeah, his name was
you
Patrick.
left that out.
His name was
Ew.
Patrick, but his nickname was Patty.
Patrick's fine. Patty.
Patrick.
And so
Patty.
he was like, I'll DM you. You let me know where it is, and I'll see you there. And I went, all right. He gives me a kiss on the cheek. Goodbye. We
Patty.
part our ways. We are both following each other on Instagram. The next morning, I wake up because I went, did I make that up? Because I had also given my number to someone else, and I was texting him, and I was like reading through the messages trying to figure out who it was. And I was reading them to my friend, Tom and Brian, who were laying in my bed. And I was reading them the messages because they did not remember it from the night before. And I was like, oh, my God. And then I met Megan's soulmate. And I was showing them the photos. And they were like, oh, yeah, he beautiful. He beautiful. And then we went to lunch at the bar to go watch the soccer game. That wasn't on. And he had blocked me. He is nowhere. I'm not following him anymore. He's not following me. He was nowhere. I could have made that whole thing up. But I did not. I did not make it up. And I did not screenshot anything.
I bet you the girl he was with got really pissed.
She had to have blocked
And
him.
he was
And
like,
was-
okay, if you're that mad, I'll just block her.
I bet you she was behind. That bitch was
Yeah.
behind it.
Mhm.
But like, I wasn't even interested for myself.
That's the crazy part.
I got blocked by Megan's soulmate.
Megan never got to meet him.
I never even got to meet him. I never had to have a conversation.
JoJo
with
and
him.
I never even got to see his
Never
Instagram.
got to see him.
No,
By the way, stunning.
Oh, he was so gorgeous.
you say that, but I don't know what that means.
Think of a gorgeous man. That's him.
That
Oh,
Megan
but
would love.
do we have the same definition of what gorgeous
Okay,
is?
he was taller than me, but not
I
super
think he
tall.
might have been blonde, unfortunately.
He was blonde.
Megan's a Megan type of man.
He looked British, but like a hot British.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had nice teeth.
He had like he was like toned. Like he wasn't like skinny. He wasn't like big. He was like toned.
Yeah. Blonde, yeah.
What color eyes?
Never got to look him in the eye.
What color eyes?
Light.
Okay.
Light.
All right.
Gorgeous.
I'm more of a tall, dark, and handsome girl myself, but I see the vision. I see the vision. That's what I would think of if you told me like stunning British man. Unfortunately, when I think British, I do think blonde.
That it was gonna be him.
And I can't remember if he was wearing a scarf or not, but it maybe not.
He was not wearing a scarf.
Beautiful men don't wear scarves.
Yeah, maybe now that I'm thinking, no, but
there was no scarf. But I kept watching them kiss each other on the cheek, and I'm like,
that should be me.
I'm like, oh my god, one of them does not like the other. Why are they kissing on the cheek? Turns out you were playing wingman.
I was, and and
you never introduced me.
Well,
you were playing Wing Woman so hard you forgot to introduce the person you were playing Wing Woman for.
I was literally staring over there.
I kept trying to make eye contact with you to...
Oh, no, you were not, because I was staring at you to the point where Brian was like, you have to let her cook with this man. Like, you look creepy. Because we thought you were over there for yourself.
He looks over and Megan's like...
Brian was like, you have to stop looking at them. Like, it's getting creepy. That's how hard I was staring at you.
No, because at one point I looked at you and I was like... In my head, I was like...
No, you never made eye contact with me.
That was Taylor's sexless in the city moment.
Yeah.
And by proxy, Megan's also sexless in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Got that.
You know, Patty, wherever you are, I hope you're having a great life.
Patty!
With that whore. I hope you...
I think you were the whore in that situation.
I hope you had a horrible birthday. No offense. Because you ruined Megan's soulmate.
He would be better off with
Meghan
anyways.
I'm better off without him, probably.
And you know what? I'm
going
to say something controversial. Our soulmates would want to date us.
Not controversial.
Hey, I cried about it in the work bathroom a few weeks ago. My new favorite place to feel emotions.
And also, you don't want to, like, go out with a man who's sleeping with his friend, allegedly, on her birthday.
I wouldn't have to beg the right person
exactly
to want to be with.
Like when you see your soulmate and like Taylor's wing womaning, like it's just gonna flow, it's just gonna happen. Like
I'll actually meet him. Okay, so yesterday we were sitting on your roof and then I started asking icebreaker questions. One of
for a group of 4 women who don't know each other at all.
4 women who had just met earlier that day. So I had seen earlier, I guess last week, on Brooke and Connor Make a Podcast, they were doing some icebreaker questions, and one of the questions was, if you could have 5 liquids dispersed from your hand, what would your liquids be? We then took that a step further and said one hand would be liquids, and the other hand would be just like miscellaneous / more liquids if you felt so inclined. That is where this conversation begins.
Megan, would you like to go first?
Okay, so for my liquids hand, I said black cherry seltzer water, black cherry Coca-Cola, an iced caramel latte.
With almond milk.
Water. Vodka.
Taylor was like, why wouldn't you just add vodka later?
Just like add the vodka in a cup, and I was like, but I can do that with any of these. I can just have a black cherry seltzer water. Why can't I just have vodka in my pinky?
I don't know where your head was at there, Taylor.
Well, because I was also thinking like, oh, maybe I'd add vodka to one of my fingers. But I also think I would become an alcoholic. Like, I would just be...
You need to know when to cut yourself off.
Sucking
off my thumb.
Sucking on that finger all day.
Sucking yourself off all the time. Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't been drinking much lately, so the vodka could be interchangeable with apple juice.
And then what's your other 5?
So then on my other hand, we had opened it up to some things that are in the liquid category, but, like, aren't actual, like, drinking liquids.
Like, they're inedible.
Yes. Well, on that hand, I had said vanilla soft serve. Because we had gotten vanilla soft serve earlier that day. Because it was a gorgeous day in New York City yesterday. Another finger, Vaseline. I'm constantly putting that on my lips. Would love to have it just in my finger. A plumping gloss. A cherry red plumping gloss.
Your giant swelled middle finger that's beet red.
A sunscreen. And then my final one was aerosol deodorant.
Mm-hmm.
To just like
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge for you.
Yeah.
I didn't need that. I'm always sweaty.
So my first one was water with lemon. My second finger was lemonade. My third one was iced tea. So that, because my favorite thing is an Arnold Palmer.
Never again will you go to a bar that doesn't have iced tea.
I will have it in my finger.
Why wouldn't you just combine the two into one Arnold
Because
Palmer?
sometimes
That's what I
would
said.
just want an unsweetened ice. Like if I just wanted, or like if I wanted maybe just a lemonade, or if I wanted different levels, not maybe like half and half. Like maybe I wanted a little more iced tea.
She wants a 70-30 sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I'll be borrowing those 2 fingers.
And I will be borrowing. Like,
And
give me them.
can we get eyes on these 2 fingers?
and then my fourth one would be cold brew with almond milk. No classic.
No class.
Mm-hmm.
No classic.
And when Taylor said that yesterday, Nikki goes, well, I'm just going to have a finger full of classic.
And then my last one would be a strawberry kiwi Capri Sun.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And then my non-liquid, not whatever. Miscellaneous would be whipped cream. Because just sometimes throughout the day you just want a little.
Shaking her hand and then going,
Sometimes you just want to squirt a little in your mouth.
oh my God, does that mean you could do a whip it through one of your fingers? You know, you could do whip it through like a whipped cream can.
And I'll be borrowing that finger.
Does that mean your finger has the ability to do whip it?
Maybe.
My parents had to stop buying that just in case.
Lip gloss / oil. I haven't really decided because maybe a lip oil, because if you're like a little chapped, you can still put it on and it's not like lip gloss. Eyebrow gel, deodorant, and then perfume, which I've decided would be Victor Rolf Flower Bomb.
Solid.
And then deodorant would be, well, my favorite is the Dove cucumber something one, so I'd get that in antiperspirant in like a spray. And those would be my 10 fingies.
Good, solid choices.
Stunning.
So for my liquids finger, I chose purple Gatorade, water, orange juice, ranch, and Coke. Some people may say that ranch is not a liquid. I just ignore the haters.
We made the argument yesterday, it was.
Now, there was the discussion of would there be clogging, which I think is a whole different issue.
I'm really concerned about the clogging,
The clogging.
with the ranch. I'm super concerned, but I would rather have my ranch and have to unclog it a little bit than not have any ranch at all. Because when you get me in a place with no ranch and I've got a fried appetizer in front of me, kill me.
Kill me.
Ranch. What kind of ranch is your finger squirting out?
Hidden Valley.
Not Dairy Queen ranch?
Oh.
See? We can get a little specific here with our ranches.
Fuck. Well, in that case, it's going to be Sheetz Ranch. Because that's number
She
one.
has 3 different fingers that have 3
Just
different
ranch.
ranches. She's got a whole hand of ranch.
And I just combine them all. No, Sheetz Ranch is definitely number one. So I'm going with that. Sheetz Ranch, number one. I don't care about the clogs. I'll deal with it.
Do you
Okay?
think that there would be cloggage, or do you think like there would, through the magic, it would just like automatically
I'd like
never
to think
clog?
that
You're
we
right,
could,
we
we could
did-
glamour the clogs away.
We did land on that the magic would allow there not to be clogs because my other finger's going to have a shit ton of clogs.
I hope
Yeah.
there's no clogs. My plumping gloss is going to clog.
Like I just
You're
feel
You're
like
going to have to
magic
amputate
would
the
be
pumping
like,
glass finger.
oh my god, imagine.
My plumping gloss finger. They're like, what happened?
It's
Like,
a
my
nub.
plumping gloss.
Oh my gosh.
So my miscellaneous hand has super glue. Definitely getting clogged. I don't know why. I just feel like super glue is great to have around. And also like would be kind of fun playing some little pranks.
Yeah.
You know? Super glue someone's toes together while they're sleeping.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Also Vaseline, but I also don't like Vaseline, but something
Aquaphor?
no, I don't like that, but like something along the lines that I could use on my face and my lips and my cuticles and knuckles. I haven't landed on what that is yet, but something nice.
Petroleum jelly.
Vaseline. That's
That's
Vaseline.
Vaseline.
I know, but oh, never mind.
Sunscreen, perfume.
Petroleum
My
jelly.
perfume would be One Direction Our Moment, and peanut butter.
Classic.
But again, with the
Imagine getting
clogging.
something mixed up on that hand.
Oh.
Thinking you're putting peanut butter on ice cream.
And it's just
suddenly
One Direction Our Moment
Yeah.
perfume.
Ugh.
The peanut butter clog city, but again, I'm willing to take it.
But
Like,
also, if it gets clogged, if it's the peanut butter,
Oh, I
you
just
Suck the clog out.
Yeah.
suck it out.
wait, you're so right. Well, I'll do that with
You
ranch
can't do that with
too,
super glue or my plumping gloss.
Yeah.
and I'll do it with ranch though. But
what
yeah.
if your nails, like each nail was like different, like it automatically was a different color?
Oh, my purple Gatorade finger would be so pretty.
Yeah, like what if the magic like automatically did your nails and it was
Oh, I'm gonna have a yellow nail then.
for what?
Mustard?
Pineapple juice.
Mustard.
Wait, okay, let me get into
Well,
mine.
what if it was a pineapple?
That's worse.
What do you mean, Taylor?
My
Your
nail's a
finger is
pineapple?
pineapple?
No, the nail, like it was a design.
No, because
Oh.
I don't know.
It's magic.
It is
I don't
magic.
know.
You're
okay,
right.
wait, let me get into mine. Okay. So I'm also starting strong with a water with lemon, Diet Coke, obviously, a caramel macchiato with almond milk, pineapple juice, and peppermint tea. Those are my 5 most consumed liquids. I usually have all of them on a good day.
It's kind of crazy because, like, that's the only hot one out of all of us. So is it gonna burn when you're...
No. So
or is it just the magic?
So the thing is, I don't want to commit myself to having my coffee only iced because you can ice hot coffee, but heating iced coffee doesn't really work.
So you're having hot coffee coming out of your finger.
Yeah, don't piss me off.
I know, but I'm saying, is it gonna burn or due to the magic?
Due to the magic.
It's
no,
not gonna burn.
It's
Okay,
not gonna
yeah.
burn due to the magic.
Thinking about shooting hot coffee at someone. I'm thinking about yesterday when we were talking about webs coming up for Spider-Man. And how Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man don't have the webs come out of their body the way Tobey Maguire's does. And Nikki goes, well, I don't agree with that.
Well, I just do not
I don't
agree.
agree with that.
I simply disagree.
She went, no, I don't agree.
I simply disagree.
And then on my other hand, I would have lip gloss, sunscreen, concealer, just a little dab sometimes, antiperspirant, not deodorant because I sweat like a man, and perfume. Now I'm a little torn with what perfume I would choose. It would either be YSL Mon Paris, a little fruitiness, was my signature for many years, or Chanel Chance, my signature from high school. A little floral, fruity. There's a pink pepper note. Very sophisticated. I think I would want an interchangeable via the magic. Via the magic. I would like to interchange those 2 specifically.
Oh my god, every 6 months you get to rechange. You get to
That's good,
reevaluate.
yeah.
Oh my god, because then, like, for summer, I'd want Capri Sun, too. But
For summer, I'd want
but
iced tea on one of my fingers for sure.
I'd want fruit punch. I want fruit punch, Capri Sun, and then I'd want Arnold Palmer finger in the summer. In winter, maybe chai.
You don't want hot chocolate?
No, I don't. I drink hot chocolate, but not enough to have a finger.
It wouldn't be
rather have a
special
hot tea.
anymore if I had access to it all the time.
You're right. It is. It's a decadent treat.
Yeah.
Or like your hyperfixations. Like right now, whipped cream is a hyperfixation for me, so that's why I added it.
Yeah.
But you never know.
God, if I was in a kombucha phase, one of these would be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
That finger would be exploding too,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
Me having to let the pressure out of my kombucha finger.
pull my finger.
Literally just let the air out.
Oh my god.
Ew. Ew.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Matt, like that would be so. Or like, if I like you were like, hey, I want some Capri Sun, and I'd be like, phew, like.
Another one, nail polish, to fix all your touch-ups.
Except for the one nail that it's on.
Damn.
Then you would need 2.
You almost thought of everything.
I did. Damn. But yeah, this is a very interesting conversation.
It is.
I'm gonna peek this to further parties and see if we can get
Yeah, but your next dinner party.
any other innovative answers.
We kind of went through it kind of fast right now, obviously. But
We spent
yesterday,
hours.
We probably spent like 2 hours on this.
Yeah.
And I kept changing my answer.
Especially the miscellaneous hand. That's where things got crazy. That one was probably an hour.
because it was literally like a wild, wild west.
Because then
we were making up the rules.
We go, yes. I want that too.
Yeah.
I got enamored with your soft serve for a second there. I was like, do I want chocolate soft serve? But then again, I would weigh about 1,000 pounds if I had
it's a decadent treat.
It's a decadent treat, okay? And if I could have it just on any old day, then when it's like the first sunny day in a season,
It wouldn't
I
be as
suddenly
special.
no
I
longer
think that's
want.
like this whole
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that to
Like
myself.
whipped cream, like Cool Whip is like 0 points on Weight
Oh, yeah.
Watchers. So
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
0 points. I mean that all the time.
I see it on TikTok all the time. People are like, I'm eating my Cool Whip because it's 0 points.
Okay, Reba.
I would also love to get into that because sometimes
Weight Watchers?
yeah, like not into it, but I think it's
Oh,
a
like
scam.
talk about it?
I was like, you want to start Weight
No,
Watchers?
I think Weight Watchers is a scam because how can something be 0 points?
Yeah, no, everything has caloric value.
Like if Cool Whip is, people are like, oh, it's 0 points, so I'm eating a tub.
Literally.
Yeah, like
well, that's like keto, where people are like, oh, like butter's fine, so I'm gonna like slather everything keto in butter.
Hey,
It
only
doesn't make it
eating
healthy.
meat and cheese is not good for you.
Yeah, like it doesn't, every kind of thing like that.
Go to a
is-
cardiologist.
You know what I got for one of my fingers?
What?
Carvel hot fudge. So good.
I wasn't a Carvel hot fudge gal.
Love Carvel.
I don't-
hot fudge.
I don't
I-
love
yeah.
hot fudge.
I don't
I've
really
also
like
only
fudge.
had
I don't like hot fudge
Carvel
either
ones.
unless it's from Carvel.
Carvel.
Oh, Carvel.
I don't know
Interesting.
if there's anything I missed.
But also, if I go to Carvel, I'm not usually getting hot fudge on my ice cream because I'm getting a vanilla soft serve cone with rainbow sprinkles.
Yeah.
But when you get Carvel ice cream cake, you ask for a side of hot fudge. So this way, when you get the ice cream cake,
You can drizzle.
you drizzle the hot fudge on top, and that is delicious.
Now, how would you feel about something like salt or sugar or like a powder?
Oh
A
my
little
god.
finger
and,
salt shaker.
And you know I would need salt in my finger.
I know, that's why I brought it
You-
up.
And you know that.
A little garlic salt.
I was literally thinking, like, I would kind of love to have garlic powder.
Okay, we're changing this conversation from liquids to spices.
Oh, wait, you're right. This was a liquids only conversation.
All right,
Okay.
that's gonna be for the spice episode.
Okay, we'll bring it back next week.
We'll
to
bring it back. 'Cause
spices and powders.
I have a lot of thoughts on spices.
They start coming out of your toes.
Spices and powders.
Oh, wait, the fingers are all liquids.
and the toes are all powders.
spices.
I'm like shaking a toe over like a bowl of rice.
Baby powder. I'd like that to come out of my big toe.
Ooh, I would actually love like dry shampoo powder
Ooh.
It's
for my
in
hair.
your foot. You're like
Yeah.
hoarding your
Another,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
when
You're
people
putting your
say,
foot
like,
in my
leave your
hair.
leave what you would put in your 10 fingers down below.
Leave your 10 liquid fingers, leave your 10 miscellaneous fingers, and then whatever the fuck you want coming out of your toes. 'Cause I guess we're doing that now.
We're
Okay.
literally just making up the rules as we go.
And then
Yeah.
if that's like should be our tagline for this podcast.
We're making up the rules.
We're
as we
making
go.
up the rules
That's
as we
the
go.
title of the episode.
Yes.
We're making up the rules as we go.
Hey, I've always said that.
Always said that.
Yeah.
For sure.
I feel like we've come to an
Do we have
organic
anything
end
else?
here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we have.
I think this is the perfect episode.
Perfect episode.
Yeah.
We had a perfect day yesterday.
We had a perfect day
Yeah,
yesterday.
perfect
I
day.
mean, it's a perfect episode because it had veneer hour.
Venetian. Veneer. Everyone gets veneer.
Did you say veneer?
I bring
thought
out
you-
an orthodontist.
I thought you said Vinny hour.
I thought you did
I
too
would
for a
like to
second.
have Vinny hour.
I would like to have a Vinny hour.
Venetian hour.
Veneer hour.
Oh my god.
It's like a
An
dental
episode.
convention.
Because we had a Venetian hour.
Because we had
Oh
a
my
Venetian hour.
Oh my
And
god.
with that, thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time we post a video. And if you're also on YouTube, make sure to comment something nice into this video. Make sure to rate us 5 stars on whatever podcast platform you're listening on. And I hope you're having a great week.
Mwah.
Love you all.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.